haven't worked 40 hours in a work week in 25 years or so. I had side hustles before there was even a term called side hustles. I learned a long time ago, guys, that if I wanted more, I had to be willing to do more. Guys, let's talk success and what it took to reach financial success. If you've reached a level of financial success, please let me know in the comments below. What was your plan that turned out successful for you? I like reading success stories, so drop that in the comments below for me. Now, in this video, I want to give you my plan that helped me reach financial success. The key is this, guys. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just use the blueprint of people that were successful that came before you. Copy their plan, or at least use their plan as a blueprint for you as you begin to make your own plan. Now, my story is this, guys. I started out poor. Now, I wasn't dirt poor, I wasn't homeless poor, or anything like that. But after age 10, I was raised by a single parent, but we always had food, a roof over our heads, and we always had books all around us. But I grew up by most people's standards as below the poverty line and in the inner city, right? Apartments and houses, and a lot of the houses that we rented are torn down today, but I grew up in what most people would consider poor. And I knew about getting help from the government and government assistance, right? I knew all about that and was a part of all that. But by the time I was 24, I was able to graduate from college, and I had a college degree to be a teacher. And so I was just going along pretty similar to how I've been raised. And by the time I was 30 years old, I had a negative $30,000 net worth to my name. And it was around that time that I started taking steps to change my ultimate financial future. New ways of thinking about money and about the future and the possibilities of the growth of money and these different financial shifts that would be possible. And so let me tell you about some of the plans or some of the things that I did, sort of claw out of that negative $30,000 net worth to just over 20 years later where I'm at now. Please feel free to copy my plan. Do what I did. I want you to mimic or use the components of what I did in my plan in your own plan and see if it works for you. So here's the main components of what I did in order to gain some financial success. So guys, I got 9 things that I want to share with you. Number 1, I started investing in my job's retirement plan. Now, I was a teacher, so as a teacher, you have a retirement plan, a pension plan that you have to put a certain percentage of your money to every single time you get paid. So when I got out of college in 1994, I had to start putting money towards that. Now, that money stayed there until about 2003, 2004, when I transferred all the money that was there, had accumulated there, into the federal government's TSP, Thrift Savings Plan. Now, I say transfer because when you transfer the money, you're moving money from one type of retirement plan to another retirement plan. So it's a transfer, not necessarily a rollover, but I transferred that money, and that money has grown. I haven't touched the money, haven't got a loan, haven't withdrew it. I just let it grow and let it keep growing all this time. That's number 1, investing in my job's retirement plan and not borrowing from it, not withdrawing money from it, just letting it grow. Now, the second piece to my plan was that I bought real estate. When I was about 30 years old, I bought my first rental house, and I bought several other rental houses after that. Today, I still own some rental properties. So that's number 2. I bought real estate. So now I have money in the stock market through my job's retirement plan, and I have real estate. Now, the third thing is I engaged in a whole lot of self-learning, learning how to do some of these things regarding money and investing on my own. Self-learning, self-improvement, right? Believing in my ability to learn things and then going for it, taking it upon myself to give it a shot, to try, to fail if I had to fail, but to get better, right? But to learn on my own, not wait on anybody else to provide things for me. Although I've gotten help over the years, guys. Nobody can ever say they became a financial success without no help. We've all gotten some help. But self-learning was a big piece of what I had to employ in order to take on some of the responsibilities and some of the new learning and new information and learn some of these things for myself. Guys, if you get value from this video, please smash the like button below. And please consider subscribing to this channel if you're not already a subscriber. And also, don't forget to share this video with your friends and your family. Now, the fourth thing is budgeting. I got really focused and consistent over a long stretch of time regarding budgeting. Since 1994, every single month, I've never missed writing a monthly budget down on a piece of paper or on a spreadsheet. I got fanatical about tracking my money, tracking the income coming in and the expenses going out, and controlling the expenses going out. I got really fanatical about that in my plan. Now, the fifth piece of my plan that you can copy, please feel free, is I focused on paying down debt. Now, paying off debt took a whole lot longer than me getting gazelle intense and going after it real fast and real hard. It took way longer. But ultimately, after many years of focusing on my debt, I was able to pay off the debt. And part of that was the debt snowball method of paying off debt. But the other part was focusing on my assets and my liabilities, focusing on making sure the liability side of my net worth equation was going down regularly and my assets were going up. Things that were appreciating in value, I was purchasing. Things that were going down in value, I was paying off the debt and getting it off of my liability side of my net worth equation. It took a lot of writing it down and tracking it and checking it 2 or 3 times a year, but I was focused on it. And what you focus on tends to expand and grow in the direction that you want. Now that leads to number 6. The sixth thing that was a big piece of my plan for financial success was ensuring that I was committed to not taking on any new debt, any new liabilities on things that were going down in value. And that meant not having a car payment, making sure I paid for all my cars cash. And for me, not using credit cards, cutting up my credit cards and saying, you know what? If I don't have the money right then and there, I'm not going to buy it. I had to make myself and force myself to be disciplined when it came to credit cards. So guess what? I got rid of all my credit cards. So I stayed away from the temptation of paying for something that I didn't have the money for right then and there. Now, the seventh piece of my plan that worked for me in terms of my financial success was finding ways to earn additional money outside of my job, outside of my 9 to 5. I haven't worked 40 hours in a work week in probably 25 years or so because I have side jobs, side hustles, right? Side work that I do to bring in more income. Whether it was working at Home Depot in the flooring department, or it was working during some holiday seasons at Eddie Bauer, or it was working part-time as a commissioned salesperson on the sales floor at Circuit City, or whether it was working in shoes at Dillard's, or whether it was selling on eBay, having an eBay store, or whether it was doing one-on-one personal financial mentoring and coaching to help other people with their money, right? Doing voiceovers, doing this YouTube channel. There's always been some extra that I was willing to do to work a little more and work a little harder to make some additional money outside of my regular 9 to 5 job. I had side hustles before there was even a term called side hustles, right? I was doing extra. That was a big part of my plan that led to financial success. I learned a long time ago, guys, that if I wanted more, I had to be willing to do more. So there were things that I didn't want to do, but I had to do to make extra money. But I also found things that I really enjoyed doing, and I had some skills and some gifts and some talents to be able to do them. So number 8 is dreaming. I always was a dreamer. I always envisioned the future. I saw myself in a different place than where I was for many years. Guys, I just use my imagination to think about and envision something bigger, something greater, better finances. I just thought about these things and imagined them along the way. So I would do things like goal setting. I would do things like write things down, maybe have some vision boards or things that would help push me along the way in that financial journey for many years. So whatever your faith is, guys, whatever you believe, keep that faith, keep that belief, keep working and keep going, right? Because whatever you imagine, you can achieve. Now, number 9 was giving and helping other people along the way. Guys, I always kept for the last 20 plus years at the top of the budget, giving and helping other people. Whether it was tithes, 10%, whether it was giving and helping individual people, individual families, whatever it was, guys, giving my time, my energy, my talents, whatever it was, giving and helping other people was a big part of my financial success. And it's played a huge role in where I've been able to go with my finances. But the bottom line, guys, is you can do it. You can create a financial plan for you just by copying or using or looking at or reading about other people's financial plans and other people's financial success and using those things to help you on your financial journey to financial freedom. So guys, there you have it, guys. Those are 9 things that help me on my financial journey that you could just copy. You can copy and emulate my plan and add it to your own plan for financial success. Hey, if you got anything at all out of this video, do me a favor. Smash that like button for me. Please share this video with someone who you know could probably use this important information. And also, please consider subscribing to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. And don't forget to drop that comment below. I want to read about your financial success. What's helped you? What was your plan that's been successful in terms of your finances? Let me know in the comments below, guys. The best person who's going to take care of the old you is the young you. Take good care of yourself and take care of other people. Guys, I offer one-on-one financial mentoring and coaching. If you're looking to grow your current income by adding additional streams of income, or you simply want to maximize your current income and get the most you can out of your money right now, or if you simply just want to become a better manager over your money, a better steward over your current personal finances, I may be a good fit for you. You'll find a link to my one-on-one personal financial mentoring and coaching below, along with a link to my schedule. Please feel free to reach out to me, guys. Until the next video,